Today you join us at Sky News Centre. We have big news regarding the Korean War. During this report we will join our American correspondent Zaki and our Soviet reporter Chris. The Korean War is being fought in Korea between the Communist North and the South. The North is being led by Choi Yong-kun, the chief commander. The North is ultimately led by Kim Il-sung, the Prime Minister. The South is being led by Chung Il-kwon, and ultimately is by Syngman Rhee. Now to our American reporter Zaki.
Now, President Truman has issued a declaration assuming the Russians were behind the attack, and we think it was a test of the US containment policy. We were especially worried upon finding out recently that the USSR have now developed nuclear weapons. We have ordered the US forces to help South Korea. Earlier on, our Americans reached the border of North Korea, and there was a dilemma whether to fortify or to attack. As the communism was such a threat, we decided to attack, but we received brazen threats from the Chinese, saying they would attack us if we came near to the border. We dismissed those rumours as insignificant normally, but then the Chinese attacked us and forced us to retreat. However, Truman and MacArthur were not put off. They planned an attack which was disastrous and was destroyed by the Chinese forces. The communists pushed back into South Korea, and Truman has considered using the nuke. The Americans have luckily pushed back to the border, and we have both sides fortified. We've got a World War I scenario. Will this be World War III? Thankfully, we have finally signed the treaty. Thank you very much. Now, over to Chris, our Soviet reporter.
Though the USSR are not officially featured in this war, it is believed they have supplied North Korea with medical supplies, war material aid, and most notably of all, fighter jets and pilots. Previously, from 1945 to 1948, the Soviet 25th Army had been headquartered in Pyongyang and were essential in creating the North Korean People's Army. It was also, we have just heard that the Soviet Union have supplied the North Korean and the Chinese army with weapons and T-34 tanks. It's also known that American pilots have also heard swearing in Russian coming from across the radio. Back to the studio and to our war analyst, Mitt.
Over 200,000 Chinese men have died. Both sides had dug out into strong defence positions. There was no agreed ceasefire, so there were still many deaths. Over 45,000 Americans have died, and a new president has just been elected. And after 3 months of power, he has ended the Korean War. Back to you. Back.